I walk out to the living room, I see Papa sitting in his chair again. To my surprise, the distinct smell of his chili is coming from the kitchen. Papa has a special chili recipe he loves, though it is a bit too spicy for me. It takes him at least 12 hours to make, so he rarely ever cooks it. This is the first time he's done it since before. He must have gotten up early this morning, so it will be ready for dinner.
Heading out on your date?
It's not a date. We're going to be getting ready for the school festival tomorrow. Just a bunch of work, nothing fun. Papa smiles and laughs. As much as I wanted to see him laugh for a long time, I don't like it right now. It's wrong. I almost wish he'd yell at me instead.
A bunch of work, alone with a cute boy though, right? I guess my little Suki is finally growing up.
Am I?
You may say it's just work, but I was young once too. And I went out on a couple school projects with your mother when we were in high school. So have fun. Though, of course, not too much fun.
I shiver a little as he laughs again. I will, Papa. Although heavy, I managed to carry everything to Hal's house. Fortunately, he only lives a couple streets away. When I reach his front door, I suddenly realize I'm not certain if I should knock, ring the bell, shout, just walk in. I end up texting him since I told him that is what I would do. I feel a little silly doing that while standing on his front porch. Almost immediately, he opens the door. We just stand there for a few seconds, not saying anything. Stop!
Hey!
Are you going to invite me in or just stand in the doorway forever? This bag is heavy. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I barge my way past him.
I see you brought a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I did, and aren't you going to be a gentleman and carry it for me? Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
I offer him the bag so he can take it and then lead the way. He just stands there looking at me. I've never considered myself a particularly subtle person, but it's becoming increasingly clear to me that he can't take a hint at all. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Hallie?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman?
Ever since I wanted you to treat me like your girlfriend. I forcefully hold out the bag to him and he finally takes it.
Gugh. This is ridiculously heavy.
He makes his way towards the kitchen. He sets the bag down on the kitchen counter and lets out a sigh of relief. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. I gave him a playful punch to hide how much I wish I had Yuri's figure right now.
Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Maybe he's not as clueless as I thought. It's not like I hate it. Well, sometimes I do. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, how do I explain how I feel about my appearance when I'm so conflicted and confused about it? Jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... I can't believe I just said that to him out loud.
Natsuki.
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
Really? How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Does he know because he is into that way I look? There was that time I caught him looking at my assets, such as they are. But I look so young. Too young. Gross. Hey. Ah, jeez, I said that last part out loud, didn't I?
Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
Well, I am a little uncomfortable thinking that maybe he's interested in younger girls. I do want him to be interested in me. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Hallie. I smile at him mischievously.
Please.
Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. While I have to keep a close eye on Hallie to make certain he doesn't mess up, he is good at following my directions. Hallie, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun.
I separate the batter into smaller bowls and add different food coloring to each one.
Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there.
I take a look at the icing he's mixing with a whisk. Oh, jeez. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? I keep forgetting he's still learning.
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
I watch him pathetically try to whip the lumps out of the icing. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. I take the whisk from him, hold the bowl like Mama showed me, and start mixing. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Even after just a little while, the worst of the lumps are gone. See? Without even thinking about it, I stick my finger in and taste it. I always snuck a taste of the icing when I used to bake with Mama and Papa. Hallie reaches his finger towards the bowl. Hey! I grab his wrist. I don't want your gross fingers on my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work?
His hand continues to creep towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try.
Despite my effort, he manages to scoop some with his finger. I tug to pull him away, causing both of us to stumble. When doing that, the finger with icing it hits my face.
The finger with icing... Oh, no, it said on it. I just missed the on.
It hits my face, putting a big glob of it on my cheek. Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that?
Okay, if I hadn't tugged on him like that, this wouldn't have happened. I try to just lick it off, but I can't reach it with my tongue. Jeez. You know what? Take this. I wipe it off with my finger and reach for his face.
You wish.
It turns out he's faster than me, and is able to grab my wrist before I can get him. He then grabs my other wrist as well, so I can't fight back. Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
He then takes my finger and puts it in his mouth and licks off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... My mind is going wild. Is he just teasing me? Is this his way of saying he's interested in me? I can't get the memory of how his tongue felt as it wrapped around my finger out of my mind. It was pleasurable. I can't help but blush furiously from the feelings that are surging through me. Hallie, You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? I'm not ready for too much fun, but I wouldn't mind another small taste. I look at him wondering what he will do next. His face is the only thing I can see. My heart is racing with anticipation. He moves closer. My breathing quickens. I think he's about to... Eh? I smell smoke. Are the cupcakes burning? How? We didn't put them in yet. Suddenly the fire alarm goes off, meaning something is burning. I rush over to the oven.
Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
I cough as I open the oven door and see what's inside. And no wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked it before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. I should have known a rookie like him wouldn't realize how important it was to check the oven and checked it myself. I used an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray. It's hot, so I set it on top of the stove. Fortunately, there was only a little bit of old food on the tray that burned, so after using a towel to blow the smoke away, the alarm stops on its own. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit tense as to what happened between us. And what might have happened if the alarm hadn't gone off right then. But the moment was obviously paused.
Or passed. That's what it said.
I slide the cupcake trays in the oven while he picks up the whisk and continues working on the icing. I told him he shouldn't do certain things to a girl unless he really liked them. But I think he was about to kiss me right before the alarm went off. Does that mean he really likes me? Or did I just imagine it? I feel frustrated at not knowing for sure. Sometime later, the aroma of fresh cupcakes fills the kitchen. Ah, that smells so good. I open the oven door and am greeted by a blast of sweet-smelling warm air. I'm pleased by how all the different colors came out. I proudly show them off to Hallie. Look at how cute they all look.
They'll look even better once we got the icing.
I grin. Not like you needed to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. I hand him some pastry bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for?
He picks up a very round, thin piping nozzle. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh? Uh-oh. While I like how he's getting into it, I don't want a rookie experimenting too much with these.
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
Oh, I'm shocked. That's actually a really good idea. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
I don't want
you to think I'm cute. I want you to think I'm desirable.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well, he does seem to be interested in me physically at least a little bit. He's also right that my clothes are cute. And while I don't say it, I do often think of him as cute despite him definitely not looking like a little boy. Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, geez, I spoke out loud by mistake again. No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Eager to move away from what we were talking about, I start showing him how to apply the icing and we're back at work. When we're finally finished, I put them all side by side so we can admire our work together. Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now. I know they're best form.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but I remember the smell of chili from this morning. It's not my favorite food, but I know how much Papa loves it, and I'm not going to miss enjoying it with him. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. He does it so rarely. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man.
He's disappointed we can't spend more time together. So am I, if I weren't so worried about Papa. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Siri each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah.
Hallie gets a strange look like he suddenly has a lot on his mind. Is he still worried about Sayori? I would have expected her attack to have passed by now. I've never seen one last longer than a day, though I've also never seen one as bad as last Friday's either. As I remember their neighbors, maybe I should stop by and see how she's doing? Yeah, I can't. Papa's dinner. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess.
Hey, he's starting to act a bit like a gentleman. He keeps walking with me out the door. I stop when we reach the sidewalk. Hallie didn't say anything, but is he planning to walk me all the way home? Even though Papa was encouraging me to spend time with him, I know that wouldn't be a good idea. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before, about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere...
Do you really mean that? I am struggling to keep from panicking. The way he said go out somewhere sounds a lot like go out on a date to me right now.
Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Hallie, I thought you only cared about getting this done. He likes me. He's struggling to get it out, but he does. I so badly want to stay with him right now. Ooh, but Papa, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... He has to know how I feel for my poem, but just in case he's all clueless... I go up to him.
Wait, Natsuki.
I grab the sides of his shirt and begin pulling myself towards him. His lips are already parted. I part mine. I can feel his breath on my face. I felt it for a while now. I go up to kiss him. I suddenly jump back. It's Sayori.
Huh?
Hi, Hallie.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't.
It's okay, Hallie. I just stopped by to say hi. He just said we weren't about to kiss, when it was obvious that is what I was about to do to him. Is he embarrassed to have people seeing us together like that? Is he interested in Sayori? Thinking back, he did tell me to wait right before I tried to kiss him. He didn't want me to kiss him. He doesn't want me. I can't believe I acted so stupidly. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Embarrassed, I scamper away while Sayori waves goodbye. I stop just around the corner. I feel so stupid and heartbroken. Hallie rejected me after I almost kissed him. I feel so confused. Twice now, I was certain he was wanted to kiss me. And both times we were interrupted. Every time I'm certain he wants to be more than just friends, something happens that convinces me otherwise. It's as if fate can't decide what it wants for me. I can hear Hallie and Sayori's voices. She's his best friend. Maybe he will tell her how she feels about me. Whichever way that is, I need to know. And listen to them.
So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But... He puts his hand on her shoulder. I'm scared, Hallie. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I like you more than you like me. This is wrong. Given how hard she worked to bring us together, I have trouble believing she harbors a secret crush on Hallie. Even if she does have one, and even with her depression, she shouldn't be acting like this.